Okay, hello. You should be on the paper that says Introduction to Inequalities. We are going to do some problems together, and then you can pause the video and do problems by yourself. So there are some symbols at the top of your page. What you're doing now is just practicing using the symbols. So we are going to translate the English into math. The first one is done for us. It says W is less than or equal to 7. B says W is equal to -5. So what you're going to write is W equals -5. You need to do C and D. So use the box at the top to figure out your answer. For number 2, we're going the other direction now. So we need to write out what it means in words. So here we have W is greater than 8, and we read from left to right. Here, B says 8 is greater than or equal to X. So you need to do C and D. Any inequality can also be written another way. So for example, you could write the inequality W is greater than 80 as 80 is less than W. And if you want to replace W with something, right, we could say 90 is greater than 80, or you could say 80 is less than 90. Both of those things are true. So for this one, X is greater than 4. We could also say 4 is less than X. So you need to try to do B, C, and D. So we can also use the symbol to write the inequality another way. So here, instead of saying -3 is less than or equal to X, we could say X is greater than or equal to -3. Here, we're not going to be afraid of decimals or fractions or negative numbers. We're just looking at what patterns do we see. So we can also say -0.4 is less than or equal to X. So you need to finish the rest of those. You need to turn your paper over. So here we're going to plot or graph our inequalities. So sometimes we're going to use an open circle. The open circle is if the number that we're starting on does not include that number. If it does include that number, then we fill in the circle. So number 8A says write an inequality for the picture. So I know we're going to have X, and X is greater than or equal to -1. So that means that -1 is a solution. That means that 0 works, 1 works, 2, 3, 4, and any of the numbers in between there as well. Any of those numbers could be X. I'll do B too. So here, X, we're going the other direction. X is less than -1. Our circle is not filled in, which is why it's just a less than. And finally, now we're going to draw some solutions. So this is saying X is less than -2. So I'm going to find -2. Then, because it's not including, I'm going to draw an open circle. And then less than, so if it's less than, it's going to be going to the left. So that's any number less than -2 would be an answer. For this one, for B, X is greater than or equal, X is less than or equal to 0. So I'm going to find 0 because it includes equal to, I'm going to fill in the dot, and then it's less than. So we're going this way, less than to the left. You need to finish up this page. This is your work for the day.